Alright, I've actually decided to do something that I'm willing to do instead of something that shouldn't be done at all. Um, Such as previous content that you've seen. This little thing here, you see the rainbow bubbles that I have here. This is just a script I made. It was quick. It was just some jQuery. But I wanted to show you this site that I use. Now I have a piano plugged in here. As you can see, it's this one, not the first one. That's for some other MIDI stuff that I'm able to create. But this site I use with other people. Right now I'm in a private room that nobody can see because it's not in this list, but these are all the open rooms. Most people are alone for some reason. There's a lot of Russian people who play alone. There's I don't know what that room is. I've never seen it before. It's got 4 people you can see. That's the player count on the end. Usually I'm in this room, and nobody actually roleplays in here. It's just called RP room because it's been around for a long time. This down here is part of someone else's script that I'm not going to be showing here. But I do have a piano plugged in, and you can play any song through piano. But I'm also running... This is really where my part comes in, because I'm more of a programmer. I'm not much of a music person. But if you were to run my help command, you can see all of my commands that I have active right now. Some of this is part of, this is really just an amalgamation of code that I put together from experience from looking at other people's content, like bots that other people have made. There's a lot for this site. There's even some that can play the piano just through JavaScript, which I think is pretty cool. But anyway, I'm able to ban people, and I'm able to unban them, and I'm able to put the bot in lockdown. If I type the lockdown command, it'll lock down the entire bot so that nobody can use it. I can use it because I have a higher rank, and I believe nobles can use it as well. But here's all the ranks. This was something I brought back from one of my old friends' bots. His computer doesn't work anymore, so he's not able to be here anymore. But so there's kings, which is what I am, as you can see. And then there's nobles, which can do things like kings, but they're a little less trusted than kings, and it goes on from there. You can see the hierarchy. And I think I should hide this one because it's not useful at all. It's just, it returns that. You can do simple stuff. Poppet gave me, a man named Poppet gave me some stuff I was able to look at. I learned how to turn commands into objects instead of using switch cases, which is a lot better. Say if I was to make a command called, I don't know, rake, and then I give it the usage, like if you were to ask what the command does, like if you were to do help and then whatever the command is, usually it'll give you the usage. This will be replaced with whatever the prefix is, which you can change using the prefix command here. I have it set to caret for right now because I've always used caret. And then the usage will just be that. Then you can do the minimum amount of arguments that's required, and then you can write a function for it. So I'm going to pass through MSG, which is a common thing that's used. MSG is just the object of it holds the user and the message. So msg.p will be the user, which is the participant that sends the message, and then msg.a is the actual content in the message. So msg.p would show your name, your ID, and your underscore ID. Your underscore ID is like something different. Well, your underscore ID is the main ID you'd be using. It's the one that shows up when you click someone's name. And then the other ID is just like a session ID. Anyway, I'm gonna pass through the function. I'm gonna pass through chat function. We can make it say whatever we want with chat. It works pretty much like a Discord bot. I'm running it in TamperMonkey right now. If I wanted to, I could port it to Node.js, which is what I was using for a while until glitch.com was banned on this site by Brandon, who owns it. Let's make it say, I don't know, log. And then we'll say the minimum rank will be 0, so you don't need to be anything. So it'll just be peasants, which is the normal starting rank, and then anybody above that can use it as well. And then let's say the last one is whether it's hidden or not, which is a boolean. So you can say if it's true or false. I'm gonna say false so that it shows up in help. So when that's done, when you run it through evaluation, it shouldn't return anything. If we do help, it should be right here on the end. And then if we type it, it'll say exactly what I told it to. And that's really how my basic multiplayer piano bot works.